you're like me, whew, you've always wanted to go to the moon. When I was a little kid, I was an astronaut for Halloween twice, and always dreamed one day I'd be up there. Every night before I go to bed, I would go in the corner of my room and I would talk to the moon when I was a little boy. I could have sworn and talked back. And it always reminded me that light always overcomes darkness. But it really came home to me, this lesson. One day in class, many years ago, I had a student who was sharing one of his journals. And in the journal, we were talking about what's your greatest dream. And he said his greatest dream was to be an astronaut. I thought, man, I wanted to be an astronaut too. And he kept reading his journal, but said he gave up on that dream because everyone around him, family, friends, said, oh my gosh, you can never be an astronaut. It would be impossible. And the kid was kind of dejected and down. And we've been talking all year up to this about different elevate assignments. How can you be that teeter-totter leader and look for ways, do things deliberately, intentionally? What are you doing daily that's deliberate to make someone feel for certain that they're loved? And the very next day, I had a student named Trevor came in and said, Mr. Schultz, can I do an elevate assignment today? I want to give a letter to the student. And he gave a letter to the student who wrote about his idea to be an astronaut. And he came and he pulled the kid up in front of the whole class, and he gave this kid a toy astronaut helmet, very similar to this one, and a little note saying, never give up on your dreams. If you really believe it, you can get to the moon too. And I've never forgotten that moment. You know, actions of kindness, they increase the serotonin, the happiness in those who receive it, those who give it, but also those who observe it. And all these years later, Travis DeFury's helmet to this person has really stayed with me in my heart. And I've never forgotten that little kid I was once who talked to the moon and dreamed about being on the moon one day too. So today what I want you to do in a journal assignment, which we'll submit onto Canvas, I want you to write about your moon moment. What's a dream you've always had since you were a little tiny kid? No matter how big it was, it would be zookeeper, or tiger king, or it would be astronaut, or sailor, or a famous singer, or songwriter, musician, or dancer, or whatever it might be. There's nothing off limits, but tell me in detail, what was your childhood dream? What was your moon moment? What was the big vision you had for your life? And then answer, why aren't you pursuing it? What made you stop believing? How can you find your helmet, like Trevor did for that boy, to remind him all dreams are possible when you relentlessly pursue them? What are you doing deliberately today to give someone their helmet and help them land on the moon as well? But more importantly as well, what is your dream for yourself? And how can you put your own helmet on and never give up and take off to the skies? No matter how dark it gets, light always wins.